Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me. I feel like it's been a long ass time since I recorded a video. I've been sick for like more than a week, and luckily I had some videos recorded that I could put in to fill the time, but I'm gonna have to kind of do the same again today and record a few at the same time. So yeah, so we're back. At least I am. Hasn't been as big a break for you guys watching me as it has been for me. But tonight I decided I was going to do something a little bit more widely available. I've had a bunch of people comment and send me messages about, hey, review some stuff that I can get, in my local market. Whether that be East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, South, North, doesn't matter. Lagunitas, frickin' everywhere. The new in their one-hitter series, the Citrusinensis Pale Ale. This is an ale brewed with natural blood orange juice. So I believe it's a pale ale, hopped, and pretty hoppy pale ale, then with blood orange juice added. So I'm actually pretty excited to try this one. I liked the last pale ale that they did, that they've done in this series. They've been pretty good, to be honest with you. So let's get this one into a glass. New glassware. Treehouse representing. Can't tell. Bought some stuff off their website. So yeah, let's get this into a glass and see what we think. There's some floaties in this. Anyways, hope you guys can hear the dog barking. Hopefully the camera's good. I had to take it out. I had a bottle share on Friday and had to kind of tear down and put back up. And I think everything's slightly different angles and stuff. So we'll see if it works out. But taking a look, pours out kind of a crystal clear pea yellow. I don't know if that shows up on camera. It looks like somebody's very not hydrated. But just kind of a yellow, almost Mountain Dew-ish. Not quite that green, but it's getting there. Pretty clear. There is some sort of sediment floating in this beer. It's kind of, I don't know, there's something floating in it. I don't know if you can see it on camera at all, but tons of carbonation. I mean, I poured it out fairly aggressively into this glass, but 2 to 3 fingers ahead, big soapy bubbles, big just bright white head, just kind of floating around. But I can smell this from here. This smells really, really good. Just a little bit more facts before we dig in. I'm trying to see 7.9%, so that's actually really high for a pale ale. I'm not sure why they're calling this a pale ale. It's pretty much an IPA with blood orange juice at that point. This series of rare beers brewed in our smallest fermenters are all experiments, liquid ideas. So that's cool. Rumination built on 23 years of veg bloating. So anyways, like I said, I liked the last entry into this series. Let's see what we think about this one. Let's dive in and see what it smells like. Oh yeah. Definitely getting some of that like deeper like orange fruit, like from the blood orange juice that's in this. Getting oranges, getting grapefruit. Getting some malt to this beer. There's definitely a malt backbone to it. There's definitely some sweetness to this. Almost something like candied sweetness. Like almost like those like candy rings that they make in different flavors. The kind of sugary sweetness. There's definitely, I'm getting that blood orange juice. It's not artificial, but it kind of smells like artificial-ish. I don't know the best way to describe that. It kind of reminds me the same way that grapefruit sculpin smells like grapefruit. It's kind of that really over-the-top, almost synthetic grapefruit smell, or it is kind of what I get from grapefruit sculpin. It smells really good. Looks killer in the glass. I'm ready to dive in, guys. Cheers. Oh, wow. That's really good. I would definitely say this goes more towards an IPA than a pale ale. There's definitely a little bit of a malt backbone to this, but it's really clean. It's really finishes really nice. It has the blood orange on the nose. That's all in the finish. Like that's all I can taste on my tongue is that blood orange. But just kind of those citrus elements. The nose, I actually think I hit it right on the head. The way that grapefruit and grapefruit sculpin flavor kind of carries over into the taste, it's just really, it's forward. I would say that's the case in this beer as well. But it's not over the top. It's really, really, really refreshing. This is a killer, great, like spring, summer beer. It's really, the malt backbone is very simple. It's there, you can taste it, but overwhelming, you're getting like this bright, fruity, orange, citrus, grapefruit peel. There's definitely some bitterness, kind of like you bite into the rind of an orange or a grapefruit, that just white pith. There's a bitterness from that, but not over the top. It's not crazy bitter or anything like that. I'm actually shocked. This is what, 7.9? Is that what I said? This doesn't taste anywhere near that. Like, I would probably peg this at a 5% pale ale, but there is no booze to speak of. It hides it perfectly. For West Coast style, this, I'm going to say it again, this reminds me a lot, just in structure, I guess, of grapefruit sculpin. I haven't had pineapple sculpin yet. I've had habanero sculpin. That's kind of a whole different story. But it's got that just light malt bill, really just finishes clean, rolls off the tongue, but you get that sweetness from the flavoring that they put in it. Is kind of the same with grapefruit sculpin. This is really good. I said all the time, this would be a killer, like, golf course beer, for sure. Really light, really easy drinking, really refreshing, like super refreshing. Like, it's a pleasure to drink this beer. There's nothing really off-putting about it. I mean, it's not a hop bomb or anything like that. Like, majority of the flavor that I'm getting on the end is, I'm assuming, from the blood orange juice itself, and the aromas and the flavors that is providing, as opposed to, say, like a hop, like you get those intense hop bomb that just kind of explodes. It's not that at all. It does have some bitterness to it, like I said, especially on the finish. My mouth's watering, wanting more, so you can tell that that's a good sign. Wow, that's really good. That's killer. If you can still get this in your market, I know it's fairly limited. I know in Kansas City we got some, but most places got about a case to 2, which for Lagunitas stuff is pretty limited for us because we get a ton of Lagunitas. Pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed. If you like a good, just crisp, clean IPA / pale ale with a little bit of some fruity aspects to it, this is good. This is really good. Yeah, as far as a grade, I mean, it's an A beer for me easily. It's like a 93, 94. Really solid, really easy drinking. I mean, I'm going to peg this at a 94, right there in the middle of that A. Not quite, I mean, it's not world class, but this is a damn good beer. Sometimes I lose track of the fact that there's some just really fucking good beers out there, and this is one of them. This is one I would recommend to anybody to pick up. It's not too hoppy. I think it's hoppy enough and has enough flavor that your IPA people will enjoy it, but it's not over the top hoppy and bitter and dank that people that don't like, that just want an easy drinking pale ale, they're gonna love it too. So this is kind of a best of both worlds. So I definitely pick it up. Leave it there, 94 out of 100. You guys, thanks for coming behind the bar. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, comments. Until next time, guys. Cheers.